Hello and welcome to I'm Every Woman today. I'm Every Woman TV. Sorry about that. I'm your host, Janette Burke, and today we are celebrating the holidays here, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa. So you can see I've prepared a little table of different celebrations marking each holiday. And we have a really special show today, all with the holidays in mind. My first guest is Dr. Daniel Rad, who will be with us in a minute. And he's going to be talking about holiday stress and how stress affects women's mind, body, and spirit, and what you can do to change that. Now, we know that this holidays can be very stressful between working, cooking, cleaning, packing if you're going on vacation and what have you. So Dr. Rad's going to teach us how we can all be a little more centered and enjoy the holidays this season. Then I have Mary Lynn Stewart coming in from the March of Dimes, who is going to talk to us about living with disabilities, which, you know, is hard any time of the year, but can be even harder when we're planning to do holiday functions. And people with disabilities can often feel very left out. So we're going to hear about the tremendous work of the March of Dimes and some of their amazing events that they do to raise money and awareness for people living with disabilities. And I really invite you to open your heart, your spirit, and your wallets when Mary Lynn is on, and she'll be with us a little bit later. I'm also going to give you some tips today on how to have the most fun you can possibly imagine staying right here in the city of Toronto. This is great for people who do not have plans to go on a cruise or to Florida or to Cuba or wherever, but can take advantage of our beautiful city and the tremendous things it has to offer, and actually have a wonderful stay vacation with your family that's pretty affordable. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later. And then I just want to remind everyone right now, before we get into my first guest, that I am running a very special contest right here on I'm Every Woman TV, and it's for you. It's kind of my giveaway in a way today, in that we are giving away one free guest spot on my show, I'm Every Woman TV, which has a retail value of $150, where you'll get extensive promotion. And to win that spot or claim that spot, all you have to do is email admin@yourmarketingmagnet.com. Again, admin@yourmarketingmagnet.com. Tell me what you love about the show, what your favorite episode in 2012 was, since we did celebrate 1 year, and a little bit about how you could share the show with your community. The first person to do that between now and December 31st will have a chance to enter. We allow one entry per business or cause or person, and I will announce the guest in a very special broadcast on January 6th, and that'll be an email and social media broadcast. So we look forward to having you right here on I'm Every Woman TV in the new year. Now let's get going, because we're a little bit behind. So I wanted to welcome Dr. Rad today. Dr. Rad is a medical doctor and a naturopathic doctor, and he has a great giveaway. It's the Gift of Health, ladies. The first person to email me right now at Janette@yourmarketingmagnet.com, that's JANETTE @yourmarketingmagnet.com, will win the Gift of Health. And that gift is worth $120 plus HST, so roughly about $138. And it's a medical assessment by Dr. Rad. And we're welcoming him right now. Welcome, Dr. Rad.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
So, Dr. Rad, women are really stressed this time of year. We have so much more on our plates. We're working, and in addition to working, we're cooking, we're cleaning, we're baking, we're shopping, we're entertaining, and also maybe packing up, not just for ourselves, but our kids and our husband,
Children, yeah.
and waiting in long lineups at airports and trying to keep everybody happy. And sometimes we just don't keep ourselves happy. So we kind of like break down mentally, physically, emotionally. And that's kind of what this segment is all about. I guess my first question to you is, what is an unhealthy body, mind, and spirit?
Stress or unhealthy body, mind, spirit is a result of confused mind. In other words, when our mind is confused by planning to do cleaning, dusting, and cooking and packing all at once in short period of time, that confusion happens. And our mind, we have linear mind and non-linear mind, but anyway, if we can organize our mind, we can organize our task, see what days, what we have to do before putting all of them together, that will be big help to not get stressed out. The word stress is, from my understanding, a general word to express mind confusion. It's very easy. Take it simple, take it possible, make it possible. Get organized to and see what you have to do. So start to do that a few days before, few hours before. And meantime, do not take all on you. In other words, don't take responsibility of anybody else, that they can take their own responsibilities. Yeah, if a little child cannot pack, cannot get material ready to go or whatever, you can help. But if you have good enough, older children, let them do their own tasks. You have to teach them what to do, how to do. You cannot pack up for your husband. You cannot pack up for 15 teenagers, 16 years old. So you have to really organize mind and body and be healthy.
And what I'm hearing from you is a lot of overwhelm comes from not using the word no. Women have trouble using the word no. That is because we are trained since childhood to be everybody's everything. And you know, to be there for everyone, for everything, and not say no to them. What's some of the ways we can learn to say no in a very nice way, or I guess set some boundaries, and still feel empowered?
You have to see who's the person must take care of his own or her own responsibilities. You are adult enough, you are old enough, mature enough to take care of your responsibilities. So just know I have something else to do. It's very simple, nice way. Telling that you are mature enough to do so, go and do it. If something is missing in your carry-on and trip, you don't get it, so I will not buy it, so you are responsible. Number two, let's say buying, shopping, and so on. I know that somebody, some mother, they go and buy, bring it home, and ask children to try on, and if that didn't work, take it back to store, and here via why go and back and forth until fits the child. And that is their own problem. I would say they are responsible of their own stress.
So what you're saying is stop the catering.
That's right.
Learn to say no, and maybe also to ask for help. That's something women, they take very personally. If, for example, in preparing, let's say, a holiday meal, many women feel they have to prepare everything from scratch. And they're afraid to say, you know, I could do with some help, or they're afraid to say to the guests that are coming, you know, maybe you could contribute to this meal by bringing something, because they feel it's like a shame on them.
Yeah,
how do you figure around that?
I would say this is a nature of human being, to take advantage of any possibilities to comfort themselves. If I go in party that I see somebody brings me food, brings me drinks and whatever, I won't move, okay? This is the nature of human being. But they have to say no, just let them do whatever they want. If they don't want to get up and get food, or they don't want to help in kitchen, so don't help them another way. So the life is trade, back and forth, you give, you have to receive, you receive, you have to give. If somebody want to take advantage of woman, or mother or wife, I would say must be pushed back and make them understanding this is not the way it must be. The reason is when woman gets sick, mother or wife, woman anyway, those people, they will get damaged in future.
That's
because
right.
When mother is not doing well, sick in bed or stressed out, or cannot do anything because it's confused, just running around, who will be affected? Those people around. So It's very simple. Get together and talk to them and make them understanding what are their responsibilities.
Now, do you think that there's a difference between how women handle or internalize stress and how men do it?
Yes, woman normally is open, receptive to any type of stress, and they think that there is their responsibility to be responsible of everything around. So if they see there is no association, there is no cooperation or help from people around, they have to let them know, this is, you can do it. If you don't do it, you don't get it.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back to continue this very, very interesting conversation. Please stay with us. Hi, welcome back to I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke. And just before the break, we were talking with Daniel Rad, Dr. Daniel Rad, on how stress impacts women's minds, body, and soul. And I asked him how women internalize or handle stress differently than men. And he started to answer me, and he just wanted to finish that off. So go ahead and finish that off.
So woman normally gets good enough stress until it reaches the top of the line. In other words, when that capacity is full, then will show different ways. Or we say that or explodes or implodes. When explodes, for sure, gets angry, mad, screaming, and telling whatever, and meantime gets depressed because feels hopeless, helpless, so much to do. I am behind of schedule, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to do phone call, and so on, and finally becomes depressed, you know, hopelessness, helplessness, overwhelmed. And that depression is a problem because any negative feeling, okay, impacts whole system. Central nervous system, peripheral, autonomic nervous system, and finally that negative emotions affects our body physically, and could be down, blood pressure goes high, goes down, or feels sick in the stomach or whatever. Anyway, gets sick physically and mentally.
And interestingly enough, when I was doing my research on this, some of the signs that a woman is in complete overwhelm or heading into, you know, severe problems are frequent urination, urinary tract problems, and even sexual dysfunction, among the more obvious ones that you just mentioned.
Yeah, in a very chronic stress situation, that was say frequent urinary infection and low libido and whatever affects whole system, affects the relationship between man and woman, may carry on. I'm seeing every single day these people. It's not anyway pleasant. They have to be straightforward, schedule, and give responsibility to anybody is responsible, whatever, and don't upload on themselves.
Right. Now, I also did some other research, and in my research, I found that there were 7 major areas of stress that really affect women more than men. One of them is financial, because women feel that they have to come last, that the finances, the money, particularly for gifts for kids, has to be stretched out first. So they will get themselves like what they need last. The second is unhappiness in the work situation, which could also be work in the home. And then the family, keeping the family happy and cohesive and just flowing through the holidays, you know. this all comes first before their personal concerns, concerns of a relationship, or some kind of trauma like death or circumstantial change, like, for example, a divorce or something like that. So women are always dealing with all these things. Even could be that they have to worry about sick parents, older parents too. This usually falls on women's heads. We know they're stressed. We know the signs. Now I want to hear from you. What do you do specifically to take those signs away, and what are the benefits? So tell me a little bit about what you do at your clinic and the process of the treatment that you give to women.
Okay, when they come in, the first session is called consultation examination. That is 45 minutes to 1 hour, or even more if it's necessary. I ask many questions, investigate to see what was past medical, past emotional history of this woman, and what problems she had, in what personality characteristic she is she who absorbs all negativity and makes herself down, puts herself behind the line, puts everybody in front. So anyway, when I find it out, then I come up with solution. But solution generally included in coaching them and educating them and helping them to delete, eliminate negative emotional, let's say, programs that are saved in their mind by their parents or workplace or husband or children and so on. Anyway, stress is a result of confusion. It's a result of taking all pressure of anybody else, everybody else around.
So Dr. Rad, give me a case study of a woman who came to see you with high stress. When they came in, they were overwhelmed. They had all the signs of stress. Give me a case study. How did they walk away different?
Very quick case study. Mother or woman or say wife comes to me with severe depression, anxiety. She cannot stay in workplace in the same room for more than 15 minutes, must run out, come in again, work few minutes, go. So cannot work, discontinue to work, stay home. When she's home, cannot stay home, has to go out half an hour, come back again, cooking in the middle of the cooking, turn on stove and go on, come in. Now, problems. She was overwhelmed. She has a son who is diabetic, 17 years old. He has to take insulin shot every single day. Husband comes home tired, and when I eat, take shower, eat and sit behind, let's say, watch TV or play with computer or watch some program in computer and go in bed at 2, 3 o'clock. Wife goes selling that, honey, let's go in bed. It's time to sleep. No, let me finish this one. 15 years old child has problem in school, comes in whining, crying. And this lady must to work, must to cook, must to clean, and
so get to how you
babysit
help
everybody. So I get her in, ask question, and find out main reason. The story is longer than this, more specific, but to make it short, program her mind, reprogram her mind to do right way. And I say, whatever you are doing is wrong because of this is the way you must to do. In other words, reprogramming the mind, making him understanding what is wrong, encouraging her and doing some treatment. She goes back to normal and let's say on track.
So it's really a refocus in how they structure their day and their priorities and their thinking, which then leads to different behavioral patterns, learning to say no, putting boundaries in place, and restructuring life so everybody's more happier in the home.
Happy, they know what to do, what their responsibilities. So, in other words, I save this mother of going under antidepressants and anti-anxieties or sleeping pills and so on, natural way, very gentle way. She comes to normal life and knows what to do.
Okay, now, couple of last quick points because we're sort of running out of time, but you know, a lot of women cry as a release. Is that impactful? Is that empowering? Does it really help? I mean, there's kind of two trains of thought on that. Tears are wasted or tears are a release, and there's an expression about the breakdown before the breakthrough. So what's your take on that?
Crying is a symptom of severe depression from my understanding in many years in medical, let's say, field. But somebody says crying is released. Yeah, it's released somehow, but the cry happens again. If it's released, cry shouldn't happen again. But cry is a result of when the person, a woman, feels under tremendous stress, hopeless, helpless, that is the time cries, and interprets that is releasing. Yeah, it's releasing somehow, but that's not cure, that's not help. It will happen over and over if the foundation and fundamental matters or causes of the problem or depression or stress is not released completely.
And because I want my lady viewers to have less stress and really enjoy their lives every day of the year, but really over the holidays when, you know, it's a time of togetherness and being grateful and thankful, just give me one extra tip that they could do to just take some time out for themselves so they really can enjoy.
Now, know who you are, number one. You are not servant of whole family at workplace, at home, or in neighborhood. You are not shock absorber of other people. They come in when they have problem, mother is not healthy, call, how are you doing? My mother is dying, or my neighbor has had accident. So that's not relevant. Don't tell to me what is wrong with yours. If can I help you? Let me know. So in other words, just you have to know what you let come in your mind and what you have to let it go. One of the things I do normally is I teach them, I instruct them how to filter emotions coming to them. Filter negative ones, reject it back, whatever is good, take them in.
Okay, so unfortunately we're out of time. I'm just going to remind everyone that you do have a giveaway today, which is the Gift of Health, a 1-hour health analysis consultation, ladies, where Dr. Rad will go through everything with you, your emotional state, your challenges, even the medications that you're taking, and he will propose a course of action that is custom designed for you with without necessarily adding more medication or more hardship to the mix. That is worth $120 plus HST, so roughly about $135, $138 to the first person to email Janette, JANETTE at yourmarketingmagnet.com, and we will give you that name.
May I tell one thing?
Quickly, yeah.
I would say to all women, make it simple, make it possible.
Right, it's to keep it simple possible. Yeah. And when that fails, you need maybe a manicure, a pedicure, a massage, something like that. Just take it time for yourself. Yeah. So I want to thank you so much again for being here. You'll be back for your third part of this Health Women series that I'm doing for you, especially for you guys, because you know a happy life is a happy wife, and a healthy mom is a great mom. And healthy life. Yes, and we'll be back on January 21st in the new year for the third segment of the health thing. Yeah. In the meantime, I understand you're going away. Have a wonderful vacation. Thank you. And you see, ladies, men aren't afraid to take a break, and neither should you. So we'll be right back on I'm Every Woman TV with my stay vacation tips, so please stay with us.